Hello, hello. What's up? How's it going? So, I've been gone a while. Um, let's let's just kind of get ourselves set up here. So, let me make sure this isn't echoing into the mic. There we go. All right, so let me go ahead and get everything set up here. So, yeah, I've been gone for a bit. I've been slacking a bit. I've honestly been kind of just taking advantage of the time off that I've just been able to have to just rest and try to get, recharged, I guess. But, I eventually have to come back to make content anyway, so I mean, I'm not gonna just stay gone forever. Yo, what's up, Darknet? How's it going? I have been doing fine for the most part. Aside from dealing with this polynidal cyst on my freaking tailbone, so yeah, that's a thing. But other than that, kind of just been trying to get some rest. But anyways, now there there isn't really any new updates before anyone asks. There isn't any new updates that are out right now, but there is not an update, but an update from Gray about why there hasn't been any updates to the game. So we're gonna get into that in just a second. All right, let me go ahead and take this right here. So let me go ahead and pull up the announcement real quick. Take that. Then I gotta add it to the stream image. Alright, so this is the update from Gray. So for those of you wondering what's going on, yes, we are working on dropping something bigger. Trailer will drop for it when we have a more finalized product alongside dropping a release date for it. So for those who were wondering, that's what's going on. So let me take that off now. Here we go. So, yeah, they're kind of going back to wanting to release everything at once, kind of. It could be just that the forms aren't done and they're trying to get the forms finished so that way they can release all the forms at the same time, and then it's just a matter of getting like the cutscenes and stuff like that out. But yeah, unfortunately, they did not really release anything else beyond that. Hasn't been any new updates. Hasn't been uh, any new content. Just kind of just been a dead period for Dbog as of recent. So it's unfortunate, but at the very least, we got an update from them to, letting us know that they are working on the update. They're trying to get it out. They're trying to finish it up. So at the very least, we know that it's still being worked on. They haven't abandoned the project. They're not going to abandon the project, but just know that it's taking longer than most of us would like to. So anyways, as you guys pretty much see with the thumbnail and as well as with the title, next up on our list is our Frost Demon. Now, my Frost Demon's no longer max level. It was max level. It's no longer max level. So I'm not going to level it up anymore, simply because we're going to get the XP from doing the story anyway. So, like, what's the point in even wasting time trying to get the XP from that, from the gravity chamber, if I could just get it from the story. So let me go ahead and hide the screen real quick because we are going into a private server. There we go. Back at it once again. What a path to come back on the Monstrous form, dude. What a path to come back on. Is it me or does it just seem brighter than usual? It might just be me. Let me go back because we didn't even do like the tutorial. The little fucking starter quest. So, hairstylist, clothing merchant, accessory merchant, and then go talk to Baba. Fortune teller Baba. And boom. Now we can actually get started. So, for anyone wondering, these are my stats. I have 2.4k key damage output. I have 1.8k health. I got pretty much 300 agility, 300 key control, and of course, no physical damage because we're going a full key build, as we should on Frost Demons. I'd be a damn fool if I didn't go a full key build on Frost Demons. One second. This thing keeps popping up, covering the entire stream, and I don't like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. So, we're mainly going to worry about getting story quests done for progression because, again, this slot and my human slot, which I'm thinking about redoing the looks on my human slot. I am not like 100% on what I want to do with that slot, but I'm kind of just like debating. I kind of want to go with like a Yori fucking tongue getting tongue tied over here. I'm trying to go for a Yoruichi kind of esque look. Kind of like that, but like I can't seem to like get it. So I don't know. Like I'm gonna figure it out once I actually get back into onto that slot, and whenever I actually start it, I'm probably gonna have that done. So it's probably gonna require me to get the Dragon Balls and redo the looks on that character. Obviously, I'm not gonna have any like outfits, especially any kind of bleach outfits, because for the bleach outfits I have to go to the black market, and stuff from the black market's usually really expensive. So yeah. Yeah, it's just. Oh yeah, I was finding a lost toy. Dude, this thing just keeps popping up. Like I can't see the chat. There we go. Now I can actually see the chat now. What have I been doing while I was away from DBOG? Hold up, my mic's acting up now. So, the question was what was I doing while I was away from DBOG? So, really not much. Not anything like major. I don't think I'm gonna say anything major happened. Oh yeah, yep, the lighting we love whenever it turns nighttime and I can't see a damn thing. Yep, love it. Awesome. Amazing lighting. Not even exaggerating. This is like the perfect fucking lighting. I can hardly see my character. Yeah, now the moonlight's coming out, so now I can actually somewhat see. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So what I've been doing since I've been away from DBOG for a bit. Lately, I've been playing a lot of Legends ZA, Pokemon Legends ZA. I've been really enjoying that. So I've just been playing that. I've also just been kind of grinding on a couple of other games as well. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. I have 250 mastery points. And shit. I want to master all these forms. So how are we gonna do this? Plus the black market still doesn't have Ulquiorra's outfits, masks, and wings, plus Pico plush. It doesn't have the Ulquiorra outfits and stuff? Bro. There's... Bro, what? Does it have the Tanjiro stuff? Does it just not have any of, like, the mythic stuff? Well, actually, no, I take that back. Not all of Ulquiorra's stuff is mythic. But does it just not, like, have, like, the main, like, drops from past events? Because if that's the case, what the fuck? Like, what did they... Like, did they just forget? It gives you 200 mastery points if you log in. No, you don't get 200 mastery points from logging in. If you already used the if you already used your first login bonus, then you just get 10. If you get a Dragon Ball and you already have that Dragon Ball, that's where you get, I believe, the 2, or was it either 100 or 200 mastery points. I don't remember exactly. Again, this thing keeps popping up. Yeah, I don't remember ever getting that many mastery points. Okay, so we got a couple over here. Let's go ahead and knock them out. Wow. You managed to survive that. Congratulations. You still die anyway. Okay, so it's 200 if you own a master. It's 200 if you own the Dragon Ball it gives you. So, but again, I don't remember owning a Dragon Ball whenever that login came in. So, like, I don't know. I did just get like 10 mastery points from logging in, I believe. So, yeah, it should have like before I logged in, it was like 240. So, I don't know. Yeah, I'm still getting. I'm trying to get the shiny charm on Legends EA. And once I get the shiny charm, I can actually like kind of feel comfortable moving forward, like with shiny hunting and then starting the DLC. I still need to get Mega Floette, so I still need to do that. Where am I going? Up the lookout. Never mind, there's a big ass meteor coming this way. Question is, where... There we go. I don't know if I'm going to be able to destroy this meteor. Every time I try it on a new slot, even with max level stats and transformations, this thing doesn't seem to want to die. Yeah, there's no way I'm destroying this meteor. That's not with the moves I have. Yes, we got the Omnitrix, Dio's clothes, and a normal dagger. I know about the Omnitrix and Dio's clothes. Dio's clothes, I think I bought that on my main slot before it went away from the shop. Yeah, we're just gonna take this L. Like, the amount of damage I'm dealing to this meteor is mediocre, so we're not killing this thing. But I got the Omnitrix accessory on my main slot, on my main account. You're on fire red and leaf green. Shiny hunting Deoxys. Deoxys is in fire red and leaf green? Bro, did I miss something? What? Since when was Deoxys in fire red and leaf green? I don't remember if I can't remember if Deoxys was in that game. I could have sworn he wasn't. That's like that's news to me if he is. Well, hopefully Deoxys can actually be transferred to Legends EA if you plan on using them on Legends EA. I actually have a shiny Deoxys that I want to use in Legends EA, but I don't know if they're gonna make it to where Deoxys can be obtained in Legends EA. Like, we'll just have to see whenever home compatibility comes out, which they still have not released even a release date for home compatibility. So, like, bro, it's crazy. In Gen 2, Legends were limited time events. And on the Switch ports, you unlock them after becoming the champion. Ah, they were limited time events. Okay. Yeah, see, I was like really confused because I could have sworn they weren't in there, but if they were limited time events, that would explain why I don't remember them being in those games. Well, there's a lot of mons that aren't in ZA that should be that you should be able to get through home. It's just right now we got no home compatibility, so we're just waiting on that. Though it is kind of crazy that we got Mega Rayquaza in Legends EA, but not Deoxys. I'm going the wrong direction. It's been a minute since I did the story. Yeah, they've been saying in spring we should be getting it, but like everyone wants a release date. And that's like the main thing we don't have right now is a release date. Yeah, but if I'm not I swear I'm hitting yes, and it's just not moving to the yes part. I could have sworn that they, like, isn't, like, Hoopa, like, the reason why the legendaries are in ZA in the first place? Or as, like, some sort of involvement? I don't know. I haven't started the DLC, so don't spoil it for me. So, I'm kind of just... like... I feel like he should be in Legends ZA, because I know it has something to do with, like, alternate dimensions and shit like that, so... I don't know, it just feels like it would make sense for it to, still be obtainable through that method, but I don't know. Hoopa opens the portals, but Hoopa isn't the cause of the portals. Ah. Well, I appreciate you not spoiling it. I will definitely check that out. Right now, once I get my shiny charm and I get Mega Floette, I'm definitely gonna get started with the DLC. And I'll like further understand the whole context behind Reggie, my batteries died. Like Scoob, you should have recharged the batteries, man. Yeah. Batteries just died. I just put them in the charger. I gotta hook them up to the wall so that way they can charge up. But, anyways, as I was saying, once I start the DLC, I'll have further context as to, you know, what goes on during that whole ordeal. Because, again, I didn't really see anything throughout the story, so I kind of just went through majority of the game spoiler-free, because you already know that most of the stuff in the game, the internet likes to spoil everything. So, a lot of the... Not a lot of it, but most of the stuff in the main story kind of got spoiled for me. But I haven't seen anything on the DLC aside from, you know, obviously we got Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza coming back. And then The main reason I know that Rayquaza is back and I know that Rayquaza has his Mega Evolution is because I had to go through PvP to get the Mega Stones from the PvP, which I still think is stupid. Like, I like the PvP system in Legends ZA. It's just, when you're fighting like fucking three, when you're fighting three legendaries and you're just trying to get through the lower ranks just to get your Mega Stones, it's kind of rough, man. But yeah, I've ran into quite a couple of people that used Mega Rayquaza, as well as Mega, as well as Mega Zygarde. Had to fight that. Wasn't fun, especially since I didn't really have a lot of mons that could really be viable in PvP. I was just using the mons I had in my party. So yeah, had to deal with that, but at least I have my Mega Stones. Got all the Gen 6 starters Mega Stones, and I got the Hoenn starter Mega Stones. So, as well as the Baxcaliburite. Oh wait, what am I doing? I can shiny hunt 5 non-story related legendaries. Alright. I know there was a lot of mythicals. I'm still going to kind of not try to spoil myself on what mythicals are out. I do know that Diancie, I have Diancie, so I have Mega Diancie. And obviously I know Hoopa's out, so there's no way that Hoopa's just not going to be obtainable. He's not going to just be unobtainable, but surely there's a way to get him. Because they can't just put him. They can't just put Hoopa in the game and not make him obtainable. There's just no way. Dude, all this talking about Pokemon makes me want to get back on Pokemon Legends CA so I can finish getting my shiny charm. But I'm gonna stick to this. I'm gonna try to stick to this as long as I can, at least for like an hour. I'm trying to get a solid hour stream. That should give me 2 videos at the very least to make. If I can push it further, then I will. But I'm gonna try at least to get it in an hour to try to at least get through Namek. I'm gonna try to at least get through Namek. No shiny mythicals, just legendary. Of course they're not gonna let shiny hunt the mythicals. Probably because they're like static encounters like Diancie and Mewtwo was. We couldn't even shiny hunt Mewtwo and Diancie. It's pretty much a crime for us not to be able to shiny hunt Mewtwo. Like, come on. It's Mewtwo. You know people want the shiny Mewtwo. Oh well. Oh, Corin, I need some sensus. Hey, Corin, I need some sensus. I couldn't do a Yajirobe voice. I don't remember how I can pull. I don't know how. I don't even remember how I was able to pull a Yajirobe voice before, but apparently I pulled it off before and I can't do it now. Yeah, I already have a shiny Mewtwo on Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, so that's where I'm gonna transfer it from. As well as like whatever other legendaries I can transfer into Legend ZA. That's where I'm gonna transfer those legendaries into. Alright, so we're done with Earth. Let's go to Namek now. I might have to restart Dbog because it's not loading me into Namek. Huh. Yep, that's look. Oh wait. Okay, there we go. We're. I was worried it was just gonna disconnect us. Thankfully, that is not the case. Oh my fucking god. Hold up. Let the stream catch up real quick. Let me wait for the stream to catch up so I can actually see what it looks like on stream. I look I look like a fucking green screen person right now with like red paint on them. Okay, on stream it looks somewhat normal, but like I don't know if I can like catch it on on my phone or not, and like because I know if I try to screenshot it, it's not gonna show it, dude. Like I'm telling you, this lighting is just so bad. I've tried changing the settings and everything, and it still looks really bad on Namek. So let me just like show y'all what I'm seeing at the very least. It's worse on Demon World 2 as well. So let me go to image. Why is this popping up? Oh my god. Holy, what the? Bro, I gotta like minimize this as much as I can. Okay, there we go. That's good enough. Alright, this is pretty much what I'm seeing on my TV screen. That, like, dude, the lighting is just so bad. Like, bro, that's really bad. That's why every time when I complain about the lighting on Namek, that's why. Because that's pretty much what I'm looking at. I don't know. I don't know why. I look like that. It's just that's just the way I look apparently. It's so bad. It's so bad, bro. Guess I'm gonna have to tolerate looking at my green ass for a bit. So I can get through the Namek story. Somebody once told me. On your screen I look kinda teal. That's just the way the lighting is. That's just the way the lighting is right now. I literally cannot help it. Oh my god. Oh. I could have sworn I blocked. Something about fire red and leaf green. Most of the glitches still work, like the gold bridge, infinite gold glitch. Bruh. They ported the game over and didn't try fixing the glitches. That's crazy. Alright, I have to talk to... talk to Guru. Bruh. Let me out! Alright, over here. I was gonna say, where the frick are you? Bro, what? Oh, hold up, nah. The roar glitch from Raikou and Entei are patched. Oh, thank fuck they actually patched that. That, like, dude, that the pain of having to deal with roar from them, and then losing the encounter entirely, especially. I don't remember if you can shiny hunt them on that game or not, but like especially like if you were able to shiny hunt for them on that game, that like that would be painful. It's been a minute since I played those games. I played. I don't have an actual Game Boy that I can play those games on, so I mainly just play them on an emulator on my computer. But that's pretty much where I was able to play those games. I think I played Fire Red like I want to say like 7, 8 years ago. Okay, so you can shiny hunt them. Yeah, you need to save before you summon the beasts. If not shiny, soft reset before you summon them. Dude, the last time I shiny hunted for the beasts was whenever I was playing Soul Silver. No, it was when I'm trying to think the most recent time I tried shiny hunting for them. I want to say it was on Soul Silver, but I might have shiny hunted them on either like on Ultra Sun. I know I shiny hunted them on either Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire. Wasn't Celebi shiny locked for like the longest time? I might not be remembering correctly. Because when I tried shiny hunting for Celebi, I couldn't get a shiny because someone told me that Celebi was shiny locked apparently on Soul Silver. Where do I go from here? Oh, it's covered by... Because it's covered by this, it was perfectly camouflaged. Dude, Gen 5... Like, Gen 5 is where I really got into Pokemon. Like, one of my first Pokemon game was Pokemon Soul Silver. and that was fun. But I really enjoyed Pokemon Black and White. And then Black and White 2 was just, oh, chef's kiss. Mwah. That's why I'm really hoping that they do a Gen 5 remake. I want them to do a Gen 5 remake, but do it kind of like how they did with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, where they bring back Mega Evolutions and they like introduce the original dragon at some point, because everybody's been wanting to see the original dragon for so long. Like, I really hope we get, because I feel like with what they did with Legends ZA, I feel like if they replicate that for games that are like, for like, even like for remakes, like if they replicate that recipe and actually make a full like region like Unova, dude, if they do that, like, I guarantee it would have to get like Game of the Year. Because that's like been one of my big things ever since, like, with like the old games. Like, I just want, like, with the older games, like, I've always really wanted to picture being able to free roam. And with what Legends ZA kind of, with what they kind of did with that game, apparently they were supposed to make all of Kalos explorable, and it just didn't happen because they just didn't. I don't remember what it was, but like, I guess they just didn't have like the time to do that, because again, with how big the city of Lumios is, they'd have to pretty much do that for all of Kalos. Which I hope they actually do make a I really do hope at some point they do decide to like do that. Even if they just decide to do it as like a DLC to Legends ZA, like a second DLC. Like, I wouldn't complain about that. You know, with Gen 10 coming out like next year, it's probably unlikely that we're going to be getting another DLC for Legends ZA, unless it's like mystery gifts. But you know, so it's good to hope at least. But I want them to at least do that for Gen 5. Like, not make it like a DLC, but like the full game for like Gen 5, either as a remake or as a sequel. Like Pokemon, like either as a remake of the original games, or late, like we get like Pokemon Black and White 3, or the infamous Pokemon Gray, the game we never got, Pokemon Gray. Which, you know, maybe they might do that actually, because like this is technically Pokemon Legends ZA is technically Pokemon Z. Because it features Zygarde as like the main legendary. Oh, I missed that attack. The Home Dex Mystery Gift. Yep. That... I didn't even do the one for Paldea. I didn't even do the Dex Mystery Gift for Paldea. Like, I'll just transfer a Shiny Meloette. Like, I'll just transfer a Shiny Meloetta. Hacked or not. It's just something to have. Either that or I'll just have someone clone it for me. Because I just don't... I did that for the Pokeball Magearna, and... Bro, that was a grind. Alright, we are done with Namek. I know I can still do it, it's just, I don't really, I don't have a lot of motivation to do it. That's the problem, it's just... I know I can do it, I just don't really feel like doing it that badly. Which I feel... I'm gonna call it right now, the one for Legend ZA is probably gonna be Shiny Volcanion. If not Shiny Hoopa. Or they could do Shiny Magearna. That's a possibility too. They could do Shiny Magearna. Like Shiny Pokeball Magearna. That is a possibility. So that's probably what... That's the 3 ones that I think the mystery gift's gonna be. Alright, so... I think I might push it to get Future Earth done since we're doing so good right now. And then we will end the stream after we get Future Earth done. I think that's what I'm gonna do, actually. I think... Okay, no, yeah. You can only evolve it in Pokemon Go. That's... I feel like they should have implemented some sort of way, like, give Meltan, like, a metal coat or something. Like, make it to where the metal coat is, like, coated to where it can be used on a Pokemon, and it can only be used on Meltan. I feel like they should have done that to get, to be able to evolve Meltan into Melmetal. Alright, hold up. Let me try to get a better skill here. Let me see what I got. I guess we'll get Last Emperor. Let's get Demon Core Bomb. I forgot to transform. There we go. Now I'm transformed. That was easy. Yeah, something like with it's just basically they could have done something along the lines of giving Meltan an evolutionary item. Because it's just dumb how you can't evolve Meltan outside of Pokemon Go. And on top of that, you can't shiny hunt Meltan outside of Pokemon Go. And even on Pokemon Go, you have to wait for an event to shiny hunt Meltan. So, yeah, that's really dumb. Why not use Marbling Drop? Because this is a bit more effective. See that? Now I just got Goku. Look at that. Goku kindly waited for me as well, too. Hello, Cooler. I have your form, and I pull it off better than you. Also, I'm gonna kick your ass. Bruh. Yeah. I actually have, like, I don't think there's, like, since the shiny's already made, I don't think they're ever gonna, like, change it, because, like, it's already, like, made. But I do feel like they could have done something more with the shiny than just change the bolt and the wire. The Ultra Necrozma shiny form looks really cool. It's like a silvery white form. It's so dark. I can't see anything. Bro. Isn't there a way to like make your Pokemon G-Max on Sword and Shield? Bruh, you can't make your shiny Melmetal into a G-Max Pokemon? That's so dumb. Bruh. Just put some liquid metal in that soup. I'm sure he'll eat it. Hello, Bayteen. I don't know. Nintendo's been like dead set about not bringing back Ash Greninja. They've had every opportunity to bring Ash Greninja back, and they just absolutely refuse to. Like Ash Greninja was like one of my favorite Pokemon to use. Like I had him in my party and throughout my entire playthrough of Ultra Sun. The ability, bro. We know the abilities for the Gen 6 starters Mega Forms, bro. I might have to check that out. It's funny how they removed they pretty much removed abilities in Legend ZA, but Zygarde still has his ability, which was to be able to go into his complete form when he gets half health. That was literally his ability in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Like he's pretty much one of the only Pokemon that didn't have his ability removed. It's just kind of funny. Well, yeah, it's going to be more powerful than a Mega Evolution because it's a natural evolution beyond the final evolution of a Pokemon. Of course it's going to be more powerful. Yeah, because Mega Evolution, so if you watch Ben 10, if you watch Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, Mega Evolution is similar to what Ultimate Aliens on Ben 10 are. It's basically, the Mega Stone is basically the simulation of a Pokemon's evolution over time, depending on whatever environment or whatever changes goes on with that Pokemon. And it gives it a combat ready form to be able to handle that environment or anything that can simulate that environment. But obviously, it's not a natural evolution. It's something that takes like an pretty much a simulation of to be able to just hyper evolve your form. Delphox just gets levitate. Huh. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't does. Huh. Yeah. I mean, people were the funny thing is, people were dead set on Mega Rayquaza just was never gonna return, just because Mega Rayquaza was just way too overpowered. Because you didn't need a Mega Stone for him, and then, not to mention, you can give him an item that buffs his damage, and he can still Mega Evolve. So that just made him super OP. And and his ability cancels weather effects, including those from Primal, Groudon, and Kyogre. But Ash Greninja, like, it's not as simple as, oh, you just transform. You actually have to get a KO and then you transform. That's how the form's supposed to work. If I'm remembering correctly, it might just be use Water Shuriken and then use it. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's if you land a KO, he transforms into Ash Greninja. Also, why did that go through you? What? Ah. Right, you are a stubborn bug, aren't you? Alright. Yeah. Well, that's all of Cell Saga done, so I think this is a good point to stop. So, anyways, we'll go ahead and end the stream here. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for watching the stream. If you guys are watching the video, once I edit this into a video, do make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I will see you guys in the next stream / video. Peace.